Okay, so you are welcome to class. So this is our first introduction class, and in this class we are going to look at the circle skirts. Okay, I like an introduction to a circle skirt lesson. Okay, so what are circle skirts? When you look at circle skirt is a kind of a skirt, or yes, is a skirt or a garment. Let's say circles garment. Okay, so they are said that are gradually fled from wherever it is, maybe from the waist or from wherever the fitness is starting from, and towards the hemline. So the hemline is usually very wide. Okay, it's be very wide compared to the volume of the upper part. Okay, so it's usually like this. Okay, so it will just be very wide. So the hem line is usually very wide compared to other ones. So they are different from flat skirt, and also they are different from hairline skirt. Okay, but for this kind of circle skirt, it's very nice, and most times people don't usually get it properly, and this is because probably you are using so, and also it might be because probably you are using a wrong measurement, maybe you are using a wrong calculation, or probably you end up using a wrong constant. So when you use all these things, you are likely not to get it properly, because when you use wrong measurement, wrong constant, you will not get the amount of correct amount of fabric, and also you might even predict wrong. Okay, and at the end of the day you end up sewing something different. And also about circles have to do with the final line, the final look. We actually determines how you want to replicate the designs, because sometimes you see some clients who comes to you, they will bring different they will bring a picture or a design, okay, that they want you to replicate for them. So if you are not careful, 720 might be like 360 in your eyes, and at the end of the day when you make a 360, it might not be as full as 720, and sometimes it may not even be up to 720, and they may try to like use 630, and you won't really know how to do that. And sometimes you might see 360, you might think it's half circle, which is 180, and you might see 270, it might be like 360 in your eyes, and at the end of the day your customer will end up complaining that I don't want it too full like this. Now the one I showed you is different. So that is why you need to understand the silhouette, you need to understand the name. Okay, what I mean by silhouette, it means a final look, the final line of the dress. Okay, so it's very important you understand, have a very good understanding about this, and that is why we are going to have this course, a full course on circles, so that you understand better. Now the circles that we're going to treat, we have we're going to start, normally this is how a circle is, just around. Then we have things like this. So when you have just these parts, then you are talking about 90, just this single parts. But when you have something like this is 180, half of it, half of a circle. So 90 is quarter, 180 is half. So when you talk about just single like this, then it's 270. Then the whole circle, the whole full circle is 360. So that is how it works. Now we have some constants. If you are a mathematical person, you really understand this. When we talk about circumference of a circle, okay, we have 2 pi, right? So but if you don't really if you're not a mathematical person, you can just try to know the constant. So when you know the constant, it will work for you. And what I used to tell my students is that you don't need to cram, you just need to know one, then you will know how to work around with it. So the best one, and also the common one that it's very easy to understand, is this 360. That is the full circle. Okay, so I'm going to write our quarter of a circle is 90, half of a circle is 180, Then 3/4 of a circle, that is here, is 270. Then the full circle is 360. These are the most important ones, and these are the ones that have constant. The other ones can be derived from this 4 circle. Okay, now this 90, I said you need to just know one. When you know one, you know the others. So you can either memorize 180, which is 3.14. That is 22/7. So when you do 22/7, you have 3.14. So this is the constant for 180 degree. Then if you don't memorize this, you can just have this. But I'm sure as I'm writing this now, the mathematical people will really understand this properly. Okay, so now this is 6.28, this is 3.14. So this is a constant. So 6.28 is 2 pi, that is the full circumference. Okay, and that is 22/7 times 2. So this gives us 6.28. So 22/7 is 3.14. Okay, you don't need to work with decimal fraction, because we'll be working a lot with the decimal. So this is 3.14. So you know 3.14. If it's this one you memorize, so you just multiply by 2 to get 360, because 180 times 2 is 360. That's how we get this. Then you can also do quarter of the quarter of a circle, which is 90 degree, and that is 6.28 divided by 4. That is 1.57. right? That is that. You just memorize this, anyone, and you just keep using them. Okay, I want to use a marker because I want it to be clear, and I don't even want the marker to be too much on the paper, so that it won't just give you. Okay, now let's move on. So now this is 1.57. So now if you add this together, 90 plus 180, you have 270. So you can just add this together with this, it will give you 4.71. So that's how I got this fraction. Just memorize one, know the corresponding circles, degree, and just use it to get others. That's how you get it. So this one can even be pasted on the wall of maybe your office, your store, your fashion house, so that you will understand this properly. And it can also be on your phone. You can screenshot, then you understand this very well. Now I'm going to write different names for this. So in case I'm sorry for turning the book over, but I think this is better now. So this is 1.57, this is 180 degree, 3.14, this is 270, 4.71, 360 is 6.28. Now the next one is knowing their names. So this 90 degree is also known as 90 degree circle, and also known as quarter circle, quarter 1/4, quarter circle, quarter, okay, quarter circle. That is it. Then the other one is 180 degree, which is 180 degree circle. It's also known as half circle, half circle. Then we have 270 degree, that is 270 degree circle, also known as three-quarter circle. So please note, it's not only circles though. We can use them as peplum, we can use them as sleeves. Okay, we can use them as even ruffles. We can make plenty ones and just make them as ruffles. Okay, you can also put them around your neckline. It can be as a cape, so it's not necessary they are skirts. Okay, and the funniest thing is that you follow the same procedure for everything. That is how interesting it is. Okay, so we have 270 degree. I've already indicated this. Then it's 360, that is 360 degree, 360 degree. So some people call it 360 degrees, some call it full circle. Okay, yeah, full circle. So this is full circle. Okay, so I'm going to explain this first, then we'll go to some variations. circles variations. So that is why I don't even want to call it skirt, maybe circle skirt. I just want to call it circles, so that we'll be used to that name instead of calling it a skirt. Okay, now this completes the class on the introductory aspects. So in our next class, I'm going to start picking them one after the other to explain this properly. Okay, so thanks for staying with me throughout this lesson. I'm going to see you in the next class. Bye for now.